all, this is Gitanjali from Buying Times. Today's top headlines. COVID-19 cases in Andhra Pradesh reach 1,777 as 60 more test positive in the state. COVID-19 positive cases in Krishna district touched the 300 mark with 14 more persons testing positive for the virus in the past 24 hours. The Andhra Pradesh tally stood at 1,777 cases with 60 samples testing positive. Meanwhile, 140 patients got discharged from various hospitals across the state after their recovery. According to the media bulletin, the highest number of cases were recorded from Kurnool 17, taking the district tally to 533, the highest among all other districts in the state, followed by 14 in Krishna and 12 in Guntur. Out of the 60 positive cases, 13 are people belonging to other states, including 12 from Gujarat and 1 from Karnataka, who came to Anantapur district and were put in quarantine centers. The 60 people cases were recorded from the 7,782 samples tested in the past 24 hours. Hyderabad Airport handles first freighter from Russia during lockdown. GMR-led Hyderabad International Airport handled its first ever commercial cargo service from Russia with the landing of Aeroflot Airlines, the flag carrier and the largest airline of the Russian Federation. This is the first time a commercial B777 passenger to cargo P2C flight landed at Hyderabad International Airport to uplift the pharmaceuticals to Moscow. It carried 20 different types of medicines and vaccines and took off with a full load of approximately 50 tons, both in belly as well as fastened cargo on seats. This was one of its kind wide-body P2C cargo flight movement from Hyderabad. The service of Aeroflot freighter is limited to the COVID-19 lockdown period. Hyderabad International Airport is pursuing to have a regular weekly frequency of this freighter, which if works out will enable a direct connectivity of Hyderabad to Russia and other CIS, Commonwealth of Independent State countries, a press release said. Telugu actor Shivaji Raja hospitalized in Hyderabad. Telugu actor Shivaji Raja was admitted to Star Hospitals on Tuesday after he reportedly complained of chest pain. The actor was taken to the emergency department of the Star Hospitals. According to the reports, the hospital authorities immediately provided much needed critical care at the right time. The actor is in hospital's ICU wing but is reportedly in a stable condition. Two more corona cases take visa count to 37. Two more COVID cases were registered in the district on Tuesday, taking the total to 37. Of the total cases, 21 patients were discharged from hospital and 16 are undergoing treatment at GITAM Hospital and VIMS. One case each was reported from Dandubazar and Maripalayam. In the first case, a woman from Dandubazar tested positive. She is related to an elderly man who tested positive 4 days ago. In the second case, a 55-year-old man from Maripalayam who reportedly attended Tablighi Jamaat at Nizamuddin Markaz contracted the virus. On Monday, a woman and a 7-year-old girl tested positive. It is learned that a youth from Dandubazar who tested positive played some indoor games with neighbors during the lockdown, which resulted in the spread of coronavirus in the locality. Following rise in incidence of corona cases in Dandubazar, GVMC Chief Medical Officer of Health KVLJ Shastri said a massive sanitization drive was taken up in the area and surveillance was stepped up. Another bold decision of Jagan went into troubles. Andhra Pradesh CM YS Jagan led YSRCP government has received a huge shock from the Andhra Pradesh High Court in the 75% reservation for locals in government and private jobs. Advocate Varalakshmi has filed up a petition challenging the GO issued by government. Supreme Court senior lawyer Adinarayana Rao argued in the court on behalf of Advocate Varalakshmi, while Sumant Reddy was on behalf of the Andhra Pradesh government. During the hearing, lawyer Adinarayana Rao claimed that this decision of YSRCP government is against the spirit of Indian Constitution, but lawyer Sumant Reddy raised objections over it. After the hearing, the arguments, the Andhra Pradesh High Court was not convinced with advocate on behalf of the government and accepted the petition for a thorough query. Also, the High Court has given a month time for the government to file its counter. The court asked the government to come up with its policies on reservation and what basis they brought this GO. Nani blames TDP for huge rush at wine shops. Minister for INPR and Transport Perni Venkatramaiah on Wednesday alleged that opposition leader and Telugu Desam Supremo N. Chandrababu Naidu resorted to cheap politics when the state government began sale of liquor through the state-owned retail outlets. The minister charged Naidu with giving money to the TDP functionaries, sympathizers and asking them to stand in the queues at the liquor outlets and even directing them not to wear masks, gather at the liquor stores in large numbers, ignoring the social distance protocol. In some places, the TDP men even jostled with each other at the legal shops even when there was a threat of coronavirus spreading through contact. It was TDP's ploy to tarnish the image of the YSRC government. The TDP is only interested in playing cheap tricks but not in playing the role of an opposition that can think constructively. Stranded Telangana NRIs in 7 flights shortly. Stranded Telangana NRIs will be returning home shortly in 7 flights from 6 countries. More than 2,350 Telangana natives are expected to return shortly in the special flights. According to an official press release here on Wednesday, the government is making all arrangements for their quarantine on arrival and a senior official level meeting was called by the Chief Secretary Somesh Kumar to review the arrangements in Hyderabad. The Chief Secretary informed that the Union government had issued orders regarding the movement of Indian nationals stranded in foreign countries and issued certain standard operating protocol. The Chief Secretary directed the officials to make arrangements for institutional quarantine, medical screening at the airport and coordination with the nodal officers designated by the Ministry of External Affairs (MEA). CM KCR showing the way, says KTR. Municipal Administration and Urban Development Minister K.T. Ramarao said Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao was showing the way forward for ferrying of migrant workers by operating 40 trains per day for a week. The minister on Tuesday tweeted, "It's not just acknowledging dignity of labor but also how you treat them with dignity." Telangana CM KCR Garu showing way forward by arranging 40 trains per day for a week to send home the partners in our state development, aka migrant workers. Film shoots may resume soon post COVID-19 lockdown, says Telangana Minister Talasani Srinivas Yadav. Cinematography Minister Talasani Srinivas Yadav met members of the Telugu Film Producers Council (TFPC) on Tuesday to discuss the impact of COVID-19 on the film industry during the lockdown. The minister stated that the Telangana government will soon come up with a policy to support the growth of the Telugu film industry. The television and film industries are facing huge losses due to the lockdown. At the cabinet meeting, the chief minister was apprised of issues related to the industry. "I promise you that the government will certainly come up with a policy to boost the growth of the industry and its workers, who are directly or indirectly affected by the outbreak. We will also convene a meeting with the Andhra Pradesh government before coming out with a policy," said Talasani. Worst fiscal policy ever at centre, says KCR. Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao expressed dismay over the centre's failure to respond to his request for an increase in FRBM fiscal responsibility and budget management limits and also deferment of state loans. He warned that unless the centre takes corrective measures immediately, the entire nation will have to suffer the severe economic crisis in the long run. Economy was already on a downward trend, but the corona crisis and the lockdown was worsened the situation. Unless the centre takes immediate measures, our economy will suffer a severe setback, he said. Against monthly revenue of Rs 15,000 crore, including the state-owned revenue of about 11,000 crore, Telangana state earned only Rs 1,600 crore during April. The state government requires about Rs 3,000 crore to pay salaries of the government employees and pensions of the retired employees. 2,350 Telangana residents to return home from different countries amid COVID-19 lockdown. As many as 2,350 persons from Telangana who are stranded in different countries, including the United States, the UAE, Kuwait, UK, and few others, are set to arrive in Hyderabad in the next few weeks, according to the Ministry of External Affairs (MEA). The MEA on Monday issued the flight plan for the 2,350 citizens who would be returning in 7 flights across a week from Kuwait, the United Kingdom, the Philippines, and Malaysia. Congress in Telangana demands Rs 10 lakh ex gratia for Kohida market incident victims. TPCC Working President and Malkajgiri MP A. Remant Reddy on Tuesday demanded the Telangana government to pay Rs 10 lakh ex gratia to each of those injured in Kohida fruit market incident. He visited the market and demanded stringent action against the contractor for substandard work. He also wanted the fruit market to be shifted back to Kotapet till the work at Kohida was completed. Revant alleged that the state government was involved in false propaganda by saying that paddy production increased only due to Kaleshwaram project. He said farmers were facing several problems due to the government's negligence and lack of facilities to procure yield. Vanakalam Raitu Bandhu money in farmers' accounts soon, says Harish. What should bring further cheer to the farmers in Telangana? Finance Minister T. Harish Rao on Wednesday announced that the state government will deposit the Raitu Bandhu assistant amount for the Vanakalam in farmers' accounts soon. That would greatly help them in overcoming the financial challenges posed by the coronavirus pandemic. Addressing a gathering after distributing compensation to farmers who lost their land under Package 13 of Kaleshwaram Lift Irrigation Scheme at Nalapur village of Nizampet Mandal, Harish Rao said the government will waive off farms' loans of Rs 25,000 and be loan availed by 5.8 lakh farmers in the state. Farmers who have taken loan of more than Rs 25,000 will get Rs 25,000 waiver now, he said. Combating COVID-19, Telangana government extends statewide lockdown till May 29. The lockdown has been extended in Telangana till May 29. The state cabinet, which met on Tuesday, took a decision to this effect. The night curfew would continue to be in force from 7 pm to 6 am as has been in practice. Some relaxations have been granted in villages, mandals, and municipal towns in the state in accordance with the guidelines of the Ministry of Home Affairs issued on May 1. However, no relaxations have been granted in Hyderabad, Medchal Malkajgiri, Rangareddy, Vikarabad, Warangal Urban, and Suryapet districts, which are in the red zone. After a 7-hour-long cabinet meeting, Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao said, though the central government extended the lockdown till May 17, the state cabinet has decided to extend it till May 29. With this, we conclude with our today's news headlines. For more such latest news and updates, like, share, and subscribe By and Times. Stay tuned, stay updated.